And please welcome Caitlin Bell and Allie Barnhart. Hello, my name is Caitlin Bell.
And I'm Allie Barnhart. Hello everyone, and thank you for letting us be here today. We're here to talk about how plastic water bottles affect the environment and what we need to do to keep the environment a place where we can live.
Here's a fun fact. Bottles used to package water take over 1,000 years to biodegrade and produce toxic fumes. It is estimated that over 80% of all single-use water bottles used in the US simply become litter. Only 1 out of 5 bottles are sent to recycling bin.
The people of America throw away more plastic water bottles than you think. This affects the environment and the sea life.
Most people don't even second guess themselves before throwing away a plastic water bottle. We need to make sure people start putting their plastic bottles in the recycling bin.
More than 60 million plastic bottles end up in landfills and incinerators every day, a total of about 22 billion last year.
There are 50 billion water bottles consumed every year, about 30 billion of them in the US, which means we consume roughly 60% of the world's bottles, even though we're about 4.5% of the world population. There are 1,500 water bottles consumed per second in the US.
These are the types of water bottles we are talking about. There are many different sizes, and we're going to tell you about each one.
These water bottles are totally different in sizes that cost around the same amount. The big water bottle has twice the amount of water that the small one contains.
Stores now are offering bigger sized water bottles that I recommend you buy. It might be a couple cents more, but it helps you in the long run.
Okay, anyways, buying a bigger water bottle will help the environment more than buying a smaller one and throwing it away after you are done to go buy a new one.
Last year, the average American used 168 disposable water bottles, but only recycled 38, and that is something we need to fix.
And over the last 10 years, we have produced more plastic than during the whole of the last century.
And did you know that just 50% of the plastic we use just once and throw away, and that takes 500 to 1,000 years for plastic to degrade in water?
Plastic is the most common element that is found in the ocean.
Is this where we're exiting?
It is harmful for the environment as it does not break down easily and is often considered as food by marine animals.
Not only does plastic water bottles affect the air pollution, it also affects the sea life.
Let's talk about money. Water bottles cost more in places like fairs, amusement parks, professional sport games than buying it at a gas station or grocery store. You could keep the environment and your wallet green by drinking from your house.
Some people drink plastic water bottles because they think it is better for them than water out of tap, but that's not true. In the United States, local governments make sure water from the faucet is safe. There is also a growing concern that chemicals in the bottles themselves may leak into the water.
We are here to make sure people don't buy plastic water bottles that are unneeded when we can start drinking more faucet water instead of filling it up with a Gatorade water bottle. Also, if you need to buy a water bottle, buy a more larger bottle for just a few cents more with more water at a time. Recycling is good, and always recycle your plastic as possible. Thank you for watching.
Thank you for having us today. And our special guest, is there anything you would like to say? This is Kennedy Higgins.
No.
All right.
No.
Do you agree with us?
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you for watching.
Thank you.
Only one out of.
Oh shit! What was so wrong about that?
I messed up. Shoot. Okay.
Every time you
everyone,
and thank you for letting us be here today. We're here to talk about
Water bottle.